job done by the Punjab Kings. They needed the 2 points. They've got the 2 points, and in rather spectacular fashion, Liam Livingstone has finished off and gunned down this chase of 144. It's a big 2 points for Mayank Agarwal's side, who himself wasn't to be seen in the top 3-4 of the Punjab Kings batting order today. But more importantly, they've beaten the Titans by 8 wickets. This is Maruti Suzuki Presents ESPN Cricket for T20 Timeout, powered by IQ 95G. Aakash, Chopra and Daniel Vettori to look back at that game where we must say, I mean, they've almost like just come, done the job, gone home. We can't think of anything out of the ordinary that we saw today. And we've seen perhaps the worst defeat for the Gujarat Titans all season.
Same as what we do. It's one of those performances that make you believe Kings could be semi-finalists when they put it together with a bowling lineup like that, led obviously by Rabada and then complemented by all their other bowlers, and then that dominant batting performance that we know they have in them because of that top five. That top five is exceptional, and we saw the best of it tonight. We saw the measured innings from Shikhar Dhawan, and then we saw the Liam Livingstone fireworks.
Yeah, Aakash, fair to say this is what Punjab would have wanted more of. This is what makes them look a dangerous team?
Oh, they are a dangerous team. See, obviously they came in with a philosophy. I still feel that that philosophy wasn't flawed, but they didn't really have the personnel to actually back that philosophy for too long. So that is where you start going from one, or rather changing goalposts, that, okay, let's do this and that, and cover that base as well. See, England's philosophy of going hell for leather works because they have batting till 9. If you're batting till 6 and suddenly at 7 you're searching for your number 7, that philosophy is flawed. So you do have a lot of destructive batters, but you don't have the depth. But in this case, if Shikhar Dhawan is firing and he remains not out, and you're chasing not that great a total, yes, it comes together quite nicely. But for Punjab to carry on with this philosophy, it can still work. See, if you just the top 6 do the job, you would never know what's happening at 7, 8, 9, 10. But they don't have the batting depth, to be very honest. So currently they are playing like half of what England does, the philosophy that they wanted to adopt, and half is something else.
Okay. Chasing helped. Big part of the win today for a captain who's not winning tosses, seems grumpy about it. And suddenly Hardik bats first. Did that help their cause and their approach?
I think the performance helps more than anything. Yeah. I think the toss was irrelevant for them because, as they said, they wanted to bowl first. But it's the bowling performance. We'll remember the fireworks from Livingstone. We'll remember Shikhar Dhawan's innings, and Rajapaksa played well as well. But the bowling set everything up, and set it up because they took wickets early, and they continued to take them and be able to restrict them to 140. And any time you restrict a team to 140 in the IPL, you have to feel good about your chances of winning, and they pulled it off quite comfortably.
What explains such an off day for the in-form, 8 wins out of 9, unprecedented Gujarat Titans? Aakash, would they just say, yeah, this sort of game was due?
See, of course, it's a 14-game tournament. You don't recall a team, maybe 2020 of Mumbai Indians, where they were actually head and shoulders above the rest, and you felt that you were playing for number 2 and not number 1 because they were just that good. See, Gujarat, there are obvious flaws. You know that the batting is a little light. It will get tested once in a while. More than once in a while, it's been tested. It's just that they found new heroes, 8 games, 8 different man of the matches, and all of that. It's brilliant, but if you if you get to bat first and you post only 140, then you can't win a game. 9 out of 10 times you won't win a game. Once in a while you will, but tonight was not that night. So yes, Gujarat were due for a bad game. It came in this way, but the reason for worry, in my opinion, is Hardik and Shubman Gill actually failing together. Has happened now, 3 or 4 occasions, and that's ominous signs. You may have still gotten out of jail a few times helped by David Miller and Tewatia, but it's not going to work all the time.
Yeah. Does this sort of game almost remind the rest of the league that the Titans are beatable, are vulnerable, or would they know that anyway?
I think they know that anyway, because you could actually say that the Titans have had a lot of these games. Yes. They've just managed to scrape through Tewatia, through Miller, through Rashid Khan. So, like every team in the IPL, there's players that you fear, but I don't think any team fears another team. So whenever someone comes up against Gujarat, they'll believe they can beat them, but they also respect the fact of how well they've been playing, and they have certain players who can take the game away from you.
All right. That's pretty much it. But before I leave Aakash and Anand, I must ask them, What's the biggest six you've hit in your career? Ever measured it? Ever had it
I
measured?
think mine's about 38 metres, 39 metres, something like that.
That's the size of ground I play at.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is similar to New Zealand, actually. Yeah. Eden Park and what.
I need short third man to be.
Now let me ask Aakash Chopra. My goodness, 117 meters. That was something, Aakash.
No, yeah, that was something actually. I was recollecting my biggest six. I thought book
Yes.
cricket. I actually hit a 8 there as well. So book cricket allows all of that to happen. It's good fun. So yeah, yes, Liam Livingston. I think he hit 1 6 in Headingley. It landed, I think, in Birmingham or something. So he is that kind of a guy. And I know people don't like it, but the fact is, if it's 100-meter plus six, consider it a 8.
You're serious
Just a
about this, right?
minor
This is not one of
petition.
those fun things.
I am.
you actually want it.
No. I
Okay.
am serious. T20 cricket. T20 cricket. Yes, why not? Have fun.
I mean, that is
100,
almost
100 plus
twice.
meters.
Yeah, that is almost twice as long as some of the sixes we have. We tend to have 60-odd meter sixes, right? That's double, literally. Are you a fan of that at all? Would you entertain that at all if you were sitting on the MCC
In the
committee?
bowler.
No, I wouldn't. But I contributed towards a 12 once. So you remember Martin Crowe's max cricket? And if you hit straight, you got double the score. And I dropped Brian Lara over the max zone, tumbled over for 6 and contributed. And then obviously doubled up for 12. So does that count?
Martin Crowe, so ahead of his time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right. No, that was spectacular from Liam Livingston. Before I think I wrap up, I must ask Dan and Aakash just to pick a period of play that was most decisive. It seems like Punjab have brushed the Titans aside without, fair to say, nothing spectacular of individual brilliance as such. At what period in the first innings do we go back to and say this is where the game was set?
It's probably that run out from Rishi Darwin. If you're looking for a moment of brilliance, I mean, we probably glossed over that a little bit, but that's running side on pickup, hit one stump and sort of set the tone for everything that they wanted to do. So let's give it to a fielder. We don't often get that chance.
Aakash?
Well, if you have to pick just one moment, I'll go with Dan. But if you were to pick like a phase, then that phase was the first 8 to 10 overs. I think that is where Gujarat got pushed back quite a bit. And Ridhiman Shah, Dan mentions that run out, Shubman Gill, crucial wicket, but Ridhiman Shah had already hit a 6 and a 4. What was he trying to do to Kagiso Rabada? I mean, like 25 run over when you've lost a wicket already. I thought that was a little reckless.
Okay, fair enough. I wonder who the player of the match should be because Rabada's got 4, but you think a couple of those wickets were lower down the order, although we have Tewate and Rashid Khan in that. Or would you have Rishi Dhawan who gets the run out and Hardik Pandya?
Whoever gets Tewate out gets man of the match.
Akash, if you had to pick a player of the
I
match.
agree. I totally agree because the matches in which he's unbeaten, he is the man of the match.
Yeah.
So yes,
All right.
that's it.
Okay, simple as that. It's a big thank you to Aakash Chopra and Daniel Vettori. Before I leave them on Maruti Suzuki Presents ESPN Cricket Footy 20 Timeout powered by IQ 9 5G. Let's have a look at the Maruti Suzuki Driving School poll of the day. Most wickets is the question that was asked. The Gujarat-Punjab game. Shami was an option, Rabada, Ferguson and others. And 28% of you that picked Kagiso Rabada would have been bang on with the 4-wicket haul that he has got. That was the Maruti Suzuki Driving School poll of the day. Points table will also reflect 2 important points for the Punjab Kings. They now have gone up to 5th place, level on points with RCB with the same number of games and with SRH, though Kane Williamson's side have a game in hand. So that keeps the tournament interesting, it keeps it spicy, and it also leaves that top 2 spot still open for grabs. You think a lot can still happen as the Rajasthan Royals make a push to Lucknow and Gujarat to try and claim one of those first qualifier playoff spots. So it's what we wanted. Thanks again to Dan and to Aakash. More from them as the IPL continues to roll on. Nice one tomorrow, RCB CSK. Look forward to your company then just after the toss at 7 o'clock. Until then, from all of us, good night.